Welcome everyone to this episode of the Palmetto Guardian. I'm Sergeant Chelsea Weaver, and today I'm flying solo. We have not done a podcast since before the holidays, so welcome back. I have some guests in the studio with us. I'm going to let them introduce themselves, and then we're going to talk about the topic. So if you would like to introduce yourself.
Yes, I'm Master Sgt. Jackson. I am the African American Black Special Emphasis Program Manager for the South Carolina National Guard. Special emphasis programs are implemented in the workplace environment to promote and foster diversity in the South Carolina National Guard through awareness and education. As SEPMs, period, we ensure the development and maintenance of each program and serve as a liaison and advocate for each group. We celebrate diversity within the agency, educate the South Carolina National Guard to unique cultural characteristics among groups, assist with state equal employment opportunity programs, and serve as an extended support to the South Carolina National Guard Office of Diversity, Equality, and Inclusion.
Okay. And ma'am?
I am your state equal employment specialist. I deal primarily with Title V civilians and Title 32 technicians. And on the MDay side, I'm with the 1050th Transportation Battalion.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad that you guys are here with us today. And so before we go into the actual topic, I'm kind of finally understanding how these programs work, because I know in the past we've done podcasts and videos with different sections and different groups of individuals. So basically you're like the overall EEO person, and like you do all the special observances and stuff like that. But then you have the smaller groups that are for each observance.
Correct. So special emphasis program managers are present in any federal organization. And so they all have different groups that they deal with. They represent underrepresented groups in the agency, basically.
Okay. So as we know, it's February. I hope you guys had a happy new year. And we're already almost into March. So it's kind of crazy how time is like flying by so fast. But for the month of February, it's Black History Month, and that's what we're here to talk about. So can we kind of go into a little bit about the history and the reasons of why we observe this for February?
Yes, of course. So Black History Month is a time to recognize and celebrate the achievements of Blacks and African Americans throughout history. It's an opportunity to observe the service and sacrifice of African Americans and what all the sacrifices they have made throughout the society. Mm-hmm. The first ethnic observance was the brainchild of a Carter G. Woodson. He's a noted African American scholar and an author. He established Negro Week in 1926. This week evolved into a whole month-long celebration in 1976 and came into be observed every February. The first presidential proclamation was in February of 1976.
Okay, so he kind of started Black History Month in a sense then.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I guess we're in the military. Can we kind of go into the history of Black History Month with the military aspect of it?
Yes. I have a few examples to share. So in 1945, there was a Phyllis May Daly. She was the first African-American female sworn into the Navy Nurses Corps. She served as a nurse, and she's a Columbia University student. She was one of 4 African-American women to serve in the Navy during World War II. In 1968, James Anderson Jr. was the first African-American Marine awarded the Medal of Honor. Anderson was killed in February of 1967, when he grabbed a live enemy grenade during the intense firefight in dense jungle and used his body to absorb the blast. His extraordinary valor and bravery saved his comrades from serious injury and possible death. In 1991, World War I hero Freddie Stowers was awarded the Medal of Honor. Stowers, who died fighting in France in 1918, is the first and only Black service member to serve in the nation's highest award for valor for action during the Great War. Stowers led an assault on Germany in the trenches, continued to lead and fight even after he was wounded twice. 73 years later, his sisters Georgina and Mary received the award on his behalf in a White House ceremony. In 2005, there's a Janine McIntosh. She becomes the first African-American female aviator in the Coast Guard. McIntosh she was from Jamaica, joined the Coast Guard in 2003 after graduating from the College of Florida International University. She earned her wings at the Naval Air Station, Corpus Christi, Texas, and piloted the HC-130 Hercules. She also served and flew a crew of few rescue missions in the New Orleans following Hurricane Katrina.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Yes, a lot of accomplishments.
Yeah, definitely. Is there, off the top of either of your heads, is there any significant history marks with the South Carolina National Guard as far as first African Americans for different things?
So I know that there was one individual who assisted Francis Marion, who's very famous in the state of South Carolina. He was recognized kind of years later for his contributions to everything that Francis Marion did.
Okay. So I know that with all these special observances that there's sometimes there's events and stuff like that. You guys are hosting an event, correct, this month for Black History Month?
Yes, so we're hosting a Black History Month special observance ceremony at the Johnson Haygood Stadium at the Citadel. Okay. It'll be on the 4th floor, and we are going to have Dr. Felice Knight, who is an assistant professor at the Citadel. She will be speaking about the history of the Gullah Geechee people who are native to Charleston, South Carolina. And we will also have Chef B.J. Dennis. He's very famous for his Gullah Geechee dishes, and he will be speaking on the history of Gullah Geechee foodways as well as preparing 2 rice dishes for us to taste.
Awesome. Now, it's down at the Citadel in Charleston. What are the dates and times so that everybody watching, listening can show up and make sure they can come enjoy some food and learn some culture?
So it'll be on February 23rd at 1200.
Okay. And then is there anything, do they need to reserve, or is it first come, first serve, or is just everybody welcome, that kind of thing?
So it's a public venue. So anyone in theory could come. Yes.
Okay. Awesome. Well, is there anything else that you guys would like to add about Black History Month or the event that's going on?
Yeah, I think it's important to recognize, like you spoke about South Carolina National Guard, General Jenkins. You know what I mean? He made a great benchmark when he got promoted to general. Recognizing our fellow soldiers for their accomplishments. If they break the mold in some sort of way, that's very important too. And come out and have a good time and enjoy some good food and meet some good people.
I do. Now that you mentioned that, I do have a question. How can people get involved in these different kind of programs? Like if they're listening, is it something that like an M-Day soldier can be a part of, or is this like a full-time staff thing that just you get asked to do? Like how does that work with these programs?
So with the special emphasis programs, it tends to be full-time members of the South Carolina National Guard who volunteer because we're unable to put people in orders to kind of assist with these things at the moment. But we have a lot of full-time volunteers who help with these different special emphasis programs and events.
Okay. Now, is there any kind of like Facebook page or do we have something on our website that has all this information, or do you guys just like send out emails, post flyers around the armories and stuff like that?
So on the public-facing South Carolina National Guard website, there is a list of the different special emphasis programs, as well as my contact information and contact information for the special emphasis program director, Lieutenant Shivers. So all that information is on the public website, yes.
Okay. Awesome. Well, other than that, is there anything else that you guys would like to add?
No, if anybody would need some more information, they can reach out to me at 803-299-1772 or global Delesia Jackson. I'm pretty sure I'm the only Delesia Jackson in the system. I look forward to hearing anybody who wants to contribute their time to the group to just keep building on this observance.
Awesome. Well, I really appreciate both of you coming in, and I know that we'll see you guys in the future for other events, and I hope that there's a big turnout for February for Black History Month event. I know that last year with COVID and everything, there was a lot of things that we weren't able to do, so I'm glad that this year we're able to finally get out of that and finally start doing the normal things again. So I'm excited to see how it turns out and then all the future events that are going to be happening.
Absolutely. Also, if anyone would like to reach out to me, the Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion has an office in Bluff Road Armory, and I can be reached at 803-299-5390, as well as briana.m@army.mil.
Awesome. Again, thank you all for coming in. If you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and we will catch you guys in the next episode.